this section. Lays way in the cut, and if you roll through, you better watch your butt. The tabs, the heads, the hookers, the ballers. You can't forget me, I'm a heavy rap hauler. The section that I'm speaking on, what can I say? Some people call it heights, but we call it DPH. I love it, can't leave it, was born in the hood. And since the age of 1, I was up to no good. Or maybe before, hell, I can't call it. And now I got myself on a roll, I can't stall it. But check it, respect it or you get tossed up, and you be ducking and dodging as if lightning struck. It's the heights, the heights, the heights, the heights. And this is how it is when you're living in the heights. The heights, the heights, the heights, the heights. And that's how it is when your ass is in the heights. Living in the heights. I was born and raised, living in the heights.
Fake niggas get caught and try to blame it on me, nigga. It's the same Dre D, a little older, but I still leave you brazen the streets. It ain't no hanging with me unless you down to rob a bank or do some shit for some G's. When you around me, haters bet not sneeze. I'm the cat chasing the rat, taking all the cheese. If you ain't in it for the money, to me that's kind of funny. If you ain't in it for the G's, then stay about the streets. Yeah, this ain't a motherfucking game to me. I'm the underground poet and I bang the beat. You new niggas kinda strange to me, acting like crackheads when it comes to some treat.
What's up, what's poppin', man? It's NateDoggSac916 coming at you live from Sacramento, man. Y'all know what it is. We're gonna do it a little different today, man. Y'all not gonna see my face because it's a special interview, but coming at you live from Sacramento, man. Without further ado, man, what they call you, where you from, homie?
Young Dre D.
E3 and Young Dre D, man. First and foremost, what?
Paso Heights.
Okay, that's what I'm trying to hear. That's what I'm trying to hear.
Nutty.
So, first and foremost, you guys, thank y'all for showing up, you know what I mean, coming out, you know, on this hot-ass day to get this interview down. Dre, why don't you tell these people who don't know who you are, man, who you are, first of all.
Okay. They call me Young Dre D from Sacramento, Del Paso Heights, Sac Up, you know what I'm talking about? And I'm just a rapper from Sacramento that considers himself an underground poet.
Underground poet, you know. And for those that don't know, you know, I played this on my Insta Live the other day, man. You made a real popular song. You've been making music for years, first of all. But one of the main things that anybody from your neighborhood should know is what?
Is that Dre D ain't stopping. And what I do it for the ghetto.
Do it for the streets.
I speak for the poor people and the rich people who get treated like they're poor.
All right. So, your childhood. What was your childhood like?
It was good and bad, like everybody's.
You know, 2 parents, 1 parent. You know, what was it like in the hood as a youngster in your generation? 1
parent, rest in peace, Margaret Ann Smith. You know, my mama, right-hand girl, #1 lady.
Right.
You know, the one who watched my back, made me get to where I'm at and do what I'm doing, and even told me I had to give the gab. That lady right there.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah. Salute to moms.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm sure growing up in the neighborhood, and everybody on this page know where I'm from, so they know it's the same neighborhood.
Mm-hmm.
It must have been rough as a youngster out there, man.
Oh yeah.
To stay out of trouble.
Well, you remember, I'm an old schooler, so before things changed, we had this place called The Front on Real Linden Boulevard. That's a real tough place. You know, people from everywhere used to come and sell their drugs and shit. You know, I was a part of that from toddler,
So you was on the front?
Mm-hmm, growing up with that. A lot of niggas don't know about the front.
Yeah, I wasn't allowed to go to the front. I was too young.
It's so bad they had to tear it down. You know, the white people used to just run stop signs after work going to Real Linden and things like that.
Yes.
Yeah, I used to feel bad for them behind that sometimes.
So at what age did you eventually, you know, hop off the porch as far as that, you know, the way they say it?
Well, I had never actually, I was just, like I said, I used to like to write poems and write just to entertain myself. I never really was a guy who went out and told everybody, hey, I can do this or that. I happened to have been in jail, unfortunately, when I was 18 for a gun case. And this guy named Marcus McCauley, who was a Crip from the Heights. Shouts out to Marcus McCauley. And a couple of my guys who were sitting there in jail smoking some weed, and I started thinking out loud, and he asked me, was that me? And from there, he called Robert Brookins on the phone, and I left the jail and went to the studio. That's just how that started.
Oh, and that's how the whole story started. Okay, okay. See, this is all new information for me too, because I know who Marcus McCauley is too.
That's my partner.
And so you did your little whatever time you got for the possession of the weapon.
Oh, shouts out, my bad. Shouts out to Shane from Oak Park. That's another guy who groomed me into the rapper that I am. He may not know it, or people may not believe him, but that guy right there, he used to rap with this dude named Jamal from Oak Park. But Shane was a good teacher for me to get me to how I am now. I don't know what he did, but he did something to me that made me go hard.
Right,
I gotta give Shane a shout out, man.
Helping still that drive.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. So you did your little time for the gun case. You got out. You started your music. Career.
Mm-hmm.
And what was the first thing that really made you start to pop in the music business?
When I did that song called "Living in the Heights." When I did "Living in the Heights" with Robert Brookins, he sung the hook. Bumba T made the track, and I had when I went there, he played this track, and then I did the song, made the song, and then he made the hook, freestyled that, and then when the hood heard it, they just went crazy over it. They liked it. They liked
Extra
it.
crazy.
It's the first song I ever did. It's called "Living in the Heights."
Oh, that was your first song?
It's the first song I ever rapped on the mic.
Oh, okay, okay. And as you know, it's on my playlist still.
Yeah,
What is it?
like that.
20 plus years later.
Mm-hmm.
Easy.
That's what I'm talking about.
So for you, for those who don't know, and I say this on the record, so just in case y'all don't know, if you don't know that song, you probably ain't from my hood.
Huh.
Okay, now back to the interview. Okay, so that did good. Obviously, it had to do good. It was all over. I know they sold it in Norms. They sold it everywhere in our neighborhood,
Moms and pops.
and everybody heard about that. But what was the problem, and how hard is it for people in the underground music industry to get big, to go big, like to go, I don't know, what do they call it, like with the big record companies?
Well, what it is, you can get to where you want to get. If that's what you want to do, you gotta go hard and put yourself out there, and then show up in their face. And if you got something going on like I do, they'll fuck with you. But me, I done turned down a couple of major record deals because I don't want to be nobody's hoe. So I'm an independent gangster, and I'm staying like that. So
Yes.
I can't be bought.
Right. So you're gonna stay true to your
Yeah,
shit.
I never asked for nobody for no record deal. Ever.
Right.
I've been doing this like this since the beginning, and I'm gonna do it to the end. I can't be bought.
Don't stop.
Sorry about that.
Oh shit! So now y'all can tell kind of where it come from. It's kind of bred of niggas from the heights to not act a certain way and stay the same. Most of us. But anyway, so you did your you did a prison bid, of course, right? Was it for the gun possession?
No. What happened was I had went down. See, they think hip hop cops is fake, but they're not.
Hip hop cops.
There's a guy named Master Lee. They call him Master Lee. His name is Richard Lee Thompson. I found out after he sent me to the pen.
Right.
So I thought he was my partner, and we was getting our music done by him, mixed and mastered and shit, because he said his name Master Lee. And then when we didn't need him no more because we had established our own thing and learned a lot from him as far as the music goes, he decided to take us down, and we found out he was a CI informant.
So he been around chilling the whole time while y'all was doing the business and all the stuff.
Him and his
So
brother.
putting out music but creating a case at the same time.
Yeah.
Whew.
Yeah. So when we realized what was going on, it was too late because he had already set us up, and the only reason why he set us up because we thought he was our real partner.
Okay, so before we get into the next part, you have an IG or any kind of stuff you want to shout out?
My Instagram is Young Dre Danger, just like that.
Young Dre Danger.
And then the rest you can just Google me.
Yeah, Google Dre D or Young Dre D. Either way.
Yeah. I'm not too much of an internet guy, you know, but I know that's where it's at, and so shit. If you gonna fuck with me, fuck with me.
I'll put the link in the description. I'll put the link in the description. That way it'll make it easier for you guys. E3, you want to shout out your IG, bro?
You can follow me on Facebook, Edward Myers.
Edward Myers on Facebook, man. I'm gonna put,
Google me.
or Google his name. Edward Myers or E3?
E3 the King.
E3 the King. Google that shit. Check him out.
Yes, sir.
Youngster make music. He doing his stuff out here trying to get his bag, man. And I can't do nothing but respect it.
Shouts out to all the rappers in Sacramento and Northern Cali holding it down. doing what we do, I ain't got no enemies in this music business. That's another thing I can let you know.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I don't have rappers that's trying to battle me. I ain't trying to battle no niggas. Or nothing.
Nah, for what?
I got love for everybody from every hood, period. So.
Well, you can't get to a bag if you're worried about beefing.
Yeah. So I hear good music. I play that music. I don't give a fuck who it is. Here go my daughter Jazz. See?
Yeah.
She's an artist. All my kids rap.
Good stuff.
Shouts out to Jazz. Shouts out to Batty Mills, my daughter Batty Mills. Shouts out to EL3, my sons.
Oh,
Shouts out to Gutter Boy. Shouts out to my boy E3.
Yeah.
What's up, baby?
All right, so all the shout outs, lovely. So they end up sending you to the pen for the bullcrap case that was built, for the case that was built against you. Right.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
When you got all your kids real love and they'll do anything for you, be calling you out the blue, Dad, what size shoe you? They buying me shit now.
Right.
I done bought them so much shit.
Ain't nothing else to talk about. Bye.
You feel what I'm saying?
Okay, you size 11? All right, bet.
There we go.
Okay, so they eventually sent you to the penitentiary for
They sent me to San Quentin, and then I went to from Quentin to Susanville, then I went to fire camp up in Humboldt County. Shouts out to Hill River. We was kicking it. We was smoking big weed every day. We was robbing weed farmers and shit. The Mexicans was cutting holes in up in their motherfucking greenhouses, and then we was splitting it between the races and shit fairly.
Right.
So it wasn't we did it. We kept it 100.
So everybody could blow.
Everybody ate. Every race ate.
Okay, so you come home. How many years did you have to stay there?
5.
5 years. You eventually come home. I'm assuming you hit the ground running.
Yeah. I jumped right out. I dropped the Unexpected. Then I dropped the Late Bloomer, which was supposed to come out before I got snaked. And then I dropped the Ghetto Spokesman. And then I got one out right now called Gossip, which is out right now.
That's the one we were playing at the beginning of the video?
No, right now, that's the new one finna come out next month. It's called Clear and Present Danger. That's what it's called. Clear and Present Danger. So get ready for Clear and Present Danger.
Make sure y'all tap in.
Distributed under Urban Life and Rap Bay. You know, I got distribution. I just own my own label, Hog Mob. But at the same time, I can't be bought. And that's just how
you refuse to sell out.
Yeah, I do my own deals. I don't have to worry about none of that extra shit that these niggas going to. I don't have to be a hoe. I don't have to come and go when a nigga tell me to. I do what I want, when I want, and it feel good, straight up. I like being in the hood. I like going everywhere. I like being able to go everywhere without worrying about nigga.
Right. And then everybody can't say they could do that.
Exactly.
Like, you know, everybody on my channel know I go to the big park in Oak Park and do an interview. I go in my neighborhood. I'll come out here. I'll go to Garden Block. It don't matter.
Shouts out to my niggas from the P.
I done roll with too many people in prison to have enemies out here.
Mm-hmm.
So
that part.
So you
I'm in that SAC car, man.
Yeah, facts.
It's a car we ride in.
Facts.
And every hood is in it from Sacramento.
Yes, sir.
Period.
I've had cats from the block ride with me when homies was nervous.
That part.
You know what I mean? So basically, you know, not to keep you all day, if you could send a message out there to these youngsters, man, what kind of message you trying to portray to these youngsters, man?
Well, I know everybody has issues and problems and shit, but you know, at the end of the day, take care of your family, man, and look out for yourself first too. That way, and love yourself, because if you don't love yourself, you can't love nobody else. I don't give a fuck what you think. I don't care what you got. If you don't love yourself, you cannot love someone else, and that's what it's all about at the end of the day. Because I you know me, I do something to somebody over I love, and I know this shit will go back, and that goes all around. So
yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I just feel like, man, humble yourself and try to last, my nigga. See if you could last in this game like me, nigga. I've been doing this shit since I was 18.
Since '93?
Yeah, I'm in my late 40s now, and look at me still. I'm still rocking. I'm still rolling. I'm still
out here.
I still ain't changed. And one thing changed with me is that I got a little bit more money than I ever had. That's it. But I'm still the fucking same. Ain't gonna stay like that because I don't wanna be nothing but this.
So the message is look out for your folks.
Yeah. I love all my
and chase a bag.
I still got all my friends from little boy. Still.
So any
no enemy, I ain't got no enemies amongst no nigga that ever said we was friends. Period.
It's a good one. So anything before we end this video, any last shout out you guys want to shout Go ahead and shout them now so we can
Well,
get this.
I want to give a shout out to you, man, because you step out in the field and you find niggas like me and you holler at us right quick. And,
Yeah.
you know, motherfuckers don't be knowing, but if you talk to a nigga, he gonna tell you what's up.
Oh, yeah.
I know one thing, man, any nigga doing something in any field of entertainment or anything to take care of his kids, man, I wish y'all the best luck.
Sure.
Females too.
Appreciate
Straight
it.
up. Best of luck.
All right. Let me